Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. So we are on to Cancer. I'm Cancer. So um, whatever comes out, I'm getting it too. Um, yeah, because I think a few of the signs have gotten a little beat up, but I ask for what we need to know. And yeah, that's what's been coming out. So yeah, we'll finish up the zodiac today, ending with Capricorn. Coming up, but yeah, us Cancers, we like to stay in our shells often. And retreat when we do get hurt. And nothing wrong with that, but we can't stay hermits forever. And I think many of us, myself included, can sometimes get stuck in that. So let's see what Spirit has for all us Cancers. What do we need to know or work on? Okay. We are the first ones to get more than one from this deck. So I don't know if it's because it's me and Spirit wants to tell me something along with all of you, or why we have so much. This is actually quite lovely. Yeah, so first we have Wood Nymph with beauty. Yeah, we don't always recognize the beauty within, or even without. For many of us, I know myself included, for the longest time, if anybody gave me a compliment, I just felt weird about it. And a lot of that has to go with the conditioning that we have gone under, that we're supposed to be humble and meek and not like narcissists in love with ourselves, or even like saying out loud, oh, I'm beautiful, or I'm handsome. We've been taught we're not supposed to say that, but actually we really should. We need to own what we are. And if you look in that mirror and you say, damn, I'm beautiful, own it. It's okay to say it, but it does matter how you say it. Because you don't want to be big-headed about it. That's where the line is crossed. And many people don't understand that line. So yeah, we are beauties, and let's claim this beauty. I mean, the nymphs, come on. Those are the hotties in mythology. And then we have Wise Woman of the Grove with grace. Yeah, many of us do have that grace. Not complaining, not bragging for the most part, and just trying to carry ourselves with that grace. But sometimes that can go too far. And what they're saying by that is not allowing yourself to be faulted, like trying to keep that that pedestal going that maybe some have put you on, where you're wonderful, you're fantastic, that you try to hold that, but we can't always be that. We are human, we do make mistakes, but still allowing yourself to be faulted while keeping your head up, and that is where the true grace would come from. So I hope that makes sense. And then last we have Spirit Guardian of Winter with retreat. Yeah, it's just our nature. We need to retreat more often than others. And it's okay. But what needs to happen is more communication. When these moments do come, if you're not telling either your family or your partner, your children, your friends, I need a break, they're not going to understand. And okay, they're saying so many of us are empaths that we do need that separation and that retreat, that time alone, that it's so important for our own mental health. Sorry, I hit the mic. That we do need to take these moments for ourselves and just be vocal about it. And your people are just going to have to understand this is who you are. This is a part of you. And if they don't appreciate that part, then I say there's the door. I know that's easier said than done, but it is something crucial that that we need to do. So let's pull from this deck. Anything else they have for this pile? What do you have for all us wonderfully gracious, beautiful Cancers who like to retreat? And be homebodies. Thank you. And thank you. Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and King of Pentacles. Yeah, so many of us have put up walls, particularly every time we get hurt. We don't like being hurt. I mean, nobody likes being hurt, but I think, well, my personal experience, yeah, I don't like being hurt. and yes, those walls do go up. I remember writing one time as a teenager of having a wall 20 foot high, 20 feet thick, so nobody could get in. Just because of trying to avoid the pain of ridicule of people. And we need to be careful with that, not building these walls and not trapping ourselves behind these barriers. We need to remember to still be open. Yes, retreat when we need to heal, but we do need to come out of that shell and remember there's a whole world around us. We have our families, our friends. We can't just be secluded all the time, no matter how wonderful that sounds sometimes. And a big part of it is letting go of that aspect of ourselves. Saying I wanted that wall 20 feet high, 20 feet thick was very unhealthy mentally. And yeah, that's something definitely that needed to die within me. And yes, it has. And it's different for everybody what needs to be released and just really let go and let it birth into something new. Because we have everything that we need to be so grounded. We're so ready to love and give of ourselves, but there does need to be that bit of a holdback. But to be that strong, graceful person and to just face everything with that integrity, that honesty, and that groundedness, not to get so overly emotional that we hide behind our walls. No, we are secure and protected and grounded. So I hope all that makes sense, Cancer. Let's pull from this deck or anything else Spirit has. What more do you have for us, Cancers? Oop, thank you. We need one more card, please. One more. Okay, you want to borrow. And we have the 10 of Swords again in the same position. Different decks. Yeah, Temperance and Queen of Swords. Yeah, so it is claiming our abilities and what is naturally ingrained within us. The moon is our I don't know what they call it. It's not, because the moon's not a planet, but our solar ruler. We'll go with that. And it does draw so much power. It controls the oceans, and for many women, our cycles, and there's just so much power with the moon that we are connected to. Pulling in that lunar magic is so important, and it really will help us keep our balance, that inner harmony that we seek in all those moments that we do get hurt. And just remembering who we are and what is naturally within us, and allowing all that beautiful magic to come out. And it's, again, letting go of the old thought processes. Many have been raised in religion where magic is bad. And yes, there is magic out there that is bad. It all depends how you use it. The number one rule, you do no harm. If you're out there intending harm, then you're not using magic appropriately. And that that's something to really remember. But as you learn the true craft, it is that shedding of the old, the death to the old, and letting it rebirth, and cutting out all the negative, everything that doesn't serve you, and looking at everything with that pure analytical heart, and giving everything its, like weighing the options and the benefit of the doubt to people and to situations, and not being so quick to rush to judgment. Step back and look at the whole picture. When we're in high emotions, we make rash decisions and we jump to conclusions, and often assumptions are not what we think they are. So just remembering to keep this Queen of Wands energy of us. And I just have to say it because I love it, that she's a no bullshitter. And yeah, not taking anybody's BS, and just doing what you need to do to become who you came here to be. So let's pull from the coasters, the archetype deck. Okay, thank you. One less to shuffle. What do you have for the Cancers, self included? For Cancer, Krabby Patties, Hermits. Let them be. Okay, I'll go with that. So don't shuffle too much. Wow, the heart just keeps coming out. Yeah, it's more of a guarding your heart and not letting it be so wounded. We do tend to be quite sensitive, and it's okay to have a little bit of a shell, not so hard that nothing can get through, but still we do need to keep our hearts open and not close up right away, especially when we get hurt. I know it's difficult. I'm there with you, Cancers. But it is something that is learned. It's not something we learn overnight. It is a process that we go through. But we don't want to be so closed off that we close off everything and we wind up blocking ourselves from trying to avoid the pain that we feel. If you don't like to cry in public, find a place where you can cry privately. This is a perfect opportunity to tell your people, hey, I need a break. I need to retreat, and just go wherever you need to go, your closet, your room, your car, for a walk, and just let that pain out. It does us no good to keep it in, and it closes off our hearts. And we can't afford that. We need our hearts open because we are healers and we are nurturers, and we need to be ready to be there in those important moments where the love we have to offer is needed. And then we have the fault line. Interesting. Taurus had this too. But again, as always, it has been when cards come up again. I'm also wondering if this needs to be shuffled more. But anyway, so yeah, fault lines. This is those moments where we don't have control over our emotions. And yeah, we often cannot control as humans how we feel, but we can control how we release them. And sometimes we are like a giant earthquake. We just explode and it shakes everything up. And other times we hold it in so tight and not let it out, that when it is time for that breaking point, it just splits everything apart. So it goes back to letting those tears out. Don't close off your heart. Let it all flow and let it out before it does erupt and like tear everything down, which could cause even more pain. It's better to just face the pain, face the emotion, and not try to lock it up, not try to hold it in. It not only affects the heart, but it can affect you physically and cause illness and even mental trauma. And we don't want any of that. So yeah, release, let it go, retreat, and just let it out in those moments. So let's pull from the affirmations. Let's see what we have from here. Thank you. Oh, no, not a book. I'll take those though. So first we have, I am committed to myself. Yes, so many of us put others before ourselves. And a lot of it is that conditioning that we have ingrained in us. But we need to take care of ourselves. And that avoids these things, the eruptions and the closed off heart. Taking care of ourselves, putting ourselves first, doing the self-care, retreating when we need to, admitting our beauty and accepting our grace, and all that just brings it all to you, Cancer. We're all so special, and well, everybody is in their own way, and we need to remember that. And I am unique. Yeah. I've often been told I'm anchovies because I'm an acquired taste. You know, a lot of people don't get me, and I'm okay with that. I've always been okay with that. I've always been the weirdo, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're one of those Cancers who are kind of, I just want to fit in, you know, it's okay, but you're also unique. You're an individual. So yeah, go ahead and try to fit in, but remember who you are. You are who you are, and you are nobody else. There is no one in a million with us. It's what is the population? 700 and something billion. You're one in 700 and something billion. And we all need to remember that, not just Cancers. And I respect differences of opinions. Yeah, I'll admit here. Yeah, I was one of those people who my way was my way. And if you didn't agree with me, then you're stupid, essentially. But no, we do need to remember everybody has their own opinion. It doesn't mean you have to agree with it, but we should respect everybody enough to let them express their opinion. And that's the big problem with this world, particularly the US. Nobody is allowed to have an opinion anymore. You're either right or left, liberal or conservative. There's no more in between, and there's no more sitting down and having a debate or even listening to the other side. It's always, oh, that side's evil or that side's stupid, or it's that big divide. And when you're able to step outside of that division and really look at everything at the bigger picture, that's like the second or third time that's come up, Cancers, the bigger picture. We do need to consider everything and not just the one opinion or the one point of view, and really look at it. Okay, that person may not be fully right, but they have a valid point in this, and you know, that person too. And then, you know, you just see everything. It changes your whole perspective. So yeah, take into consideration everybody's opinion. It doesn't have to become your opinion, but everybody is allowed to think what they think. And nobody should be trying to tell anybody, just because you're this race, you can't think this way, or you're a woman, you need to be over here with this thought processes, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's see what we have for this last deck for a final message for Cancer. What do you have for Cancer? Message. me and my fellow crabs. I won't say Krabby Patties. I know I can be a Krabby Patty, but I don't want to throw all cancers into that. I don't think I've really encountered other cancers that are in their crabby moments. Oh, thank you. Okay. So we have 3 again. So reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Yes, Cancer. This is all the healing, all the work that you've been doing. It's about to pay off. And yeah, many have felt like they're in the dark or pushed aside, working with no results. That's all about to change. You're going to be in that spotlight, Cancer, whether you want to or not. And it is okay. I'm seeing like I guess it's like at a red carpet type of thing, and the paparazzi and the celeb is like being pushed to the front to be photographed, but the celebrity is trying to resist it. Yeah, there's not going to be any way for you to resist what is coming, Cancer. It's just going to happen, and it's going to happen fast. Amazing. Okay, first light, beginning a new cycle. Yeah, it's that 10 of Swords, that letting it go. 10 of Swords twice. Tens are the endings, and then we start over. And yeah, it's that new beginning starting. So just what this said, that light shining brightly, all that hard work that you haven't been seeing anything come forward, it is going to finally start happening, and this new cycle is going to start, and all those fruits will come to reality. And last we have rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. And they're just saying retreat again, those healing moments. Cancers being cancers, we may need that extra time, those extra days of healing, more so than others. And it's just how we are. We are water elements, and we are high emotion, and it's that connection to the moon, how it just pulls it out and brings it in, that the flow of the shoreline. And it's that continual rejuvenation, allowing that rejuvenation to occur. And even if you just say like a quick little prayer at night to rejuvenate while you sleep, it helps so much. So yeah, just remember that continual self-care, Cancer, of taking care of yourself, that you matter more than what you often feel. So yeah, I hope at least some of this made sense to my fellow Cancerians. But yeah, this is a general reading, so take what applies, discard what doesn't. And yeah, let's tear down our walls and heal our hearts. I'll see you all next time.